Welcome. Let's begin by coming down onto the mat and taking a moment to arrive in the body. Take your time and slowly rolling onto your back. Bring the feet together, arms resting by your sides or on your belly. Allow the pelvis to settle into a neutral position. A small natural curve in the lower back. Gently draw the belly button toward the spine. Ribs softly closing. Back of the shoulders relaxing into the mat. Jaw soft, neck long. Now slowly begin to sweep the arms up and overhead and glide them back down beside the body. Moving slowly, following the rhythm of your breath. The rest of the body stays quiet and stable. Core softly engaged, ribs drawing in. Inner thighs gently hugging toward one another. Let the movement feel smooth and fluid, allowing the mind to notice the muscles waking up. Continue with the arms and now begin to float one knee to tabletop. Slowly lifting and gently lowering back to the mat. Using the lower abdominals to guide the movement. Pelvis stays quiet and steady. And then doing the same thing on the other side. As you lift the knee, lengthening the arms up overhead, and as you start to lower back down, moving everything in the same tempo, slowly and mindfully. Relax the jaw, soften the back of the neck. If you feel tension in the lower back, you can keep the arms resting beside you and simply move the legs. Slow and mindful. Notice which muscles are working. You can either continue with this, or if it feels supportive for your body, you may begin to float both legs to tabletop as the arms sweep overhead. Moving slowly, lowering the feet and arms together. Maintain the gentle connection through the core. Ribs softly close the entire time. Pelvis steady. Always choose the version that feels best for your body today. Now draw both knees gently toward the chest. Allow the pelvis to soften and settle. You might gently rock from side to side, lengthening through the tailbone, spine relaxed. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Now begin to alternate by drawing one knee in as the opposite leg slowly extends away. Moving slowly with the breath. Option to keep the head resting on the mat, or if it feels right for you, you might lift the head and allow the extended leg to hover. Keep the core supporting the movement. Shoulders are relaxed, jaw relaxed, neck long. Take a moment to rest, hug the knees in toward the chest. Deep breaths in and out. And then coming onto your left side. Coming onto the forearm, shoulder stacked over the elbow. Hips stacked one over the other. Top leg is going to slowly lift and lower. Making sure that you are not collapsing into the shoulder and you are staying really still through every part of the body. So it is only that top leg lifting and lowering back down. Keep the movement slow and controlled. Imagine the leg is moving through water, resisting as you come up and as you lower down. Now lowering down to bring the head into the hand, keeping everything stacked, the toes turned down toward the floor, continuing to slowly lift the leg and lower it back down. This begins to connect into the outer hip and glute. Make sure that you are lifting up through the side waist, not sinking into the shoulder and not collapsing down into the lower ribs or into the side waist. Really feeling into the muscles that are working. Connecting the breath. Now let's move into a heel press extension. Press the heel slowly away from you, drawing the knee back in. Imagine that you are pressing something heavy through the heel. Leg stays around hip height. And everything else in the body stays quiet and steady. Connecting with your breath. Exhale as you press away, core engaged. Inhale, maintaining connection as you draw the knee back in. Keep it going. Last one here, and then slowly lowering the leg back down. Keeping the legs where they are, sweeping the top arm open, gently opening the heart, then slowly rotating back toward the mat. Gaze follows the movement, finding length through the spine, flowing gracefully and freely. When you're ready, rolling onto the belly and stacking the forearms. Taking a moment to rest gently on the arms, gluing the legs together, feeling the hip bones releasing down, the pelvis releasing, and begin to slowly lift both legs. And lowering back down with control, continuing with this, feeling the glutes working and the muscles just beneath them. Taking your time, connecting with your breath, keeping everything else in the body relaxed, the back of the neck, the forehead, heart center, the front side of the pelvis, squeezing up and slowly lowering down. Keeping the core gently engaged to support the lower back, using the glutes to lift and to lower, feeling the strength of the lower body. This time when the legs come up, holding here, staying here and holding. Seeing if you can lift up even higher, keeping your core engaged, engaging into the glutes. And breathing in through the nose, out the nose or mouth. And then tiny little crosses of the ankles, keeping that lift, and tiny quick crosses of the feet. Small light movement, making sure you're breathing deeply, staying strong, getting the heart rate up a little bit. Beautiful work. And then slowly lowering the feet all the way back down to the mat. Now just keeping the legs grounded, we're going to slowly lift the forehead away from the arms and then slowly lowering back down. Length through the back of the neck as you continue with this. Take a break and rest, finding a starfish position. Extending the arms and legs out wide. Forehead comes down onto the mat. Feeling space across the whole body. And then lifting one arm and the opposite leg. And then slowly lowering them back down. And switching to the other side. Connecting your breath. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you start to float back down. You can also lift the forehead up if you want to here, keeping the forehead down on the mat. Really feeling into all the muscles through the back body, keeping the core engaged. Moving as one long piece, connecting into the entire back body. This time both arms and legs lift, holding briefly at the top, and then slowly lowering back down. Only lift as high as feels supportive for the lower back. Gaze is straight down or slightly forward. Really feeling into the whole back body as you lift. Inhale, float it up. Hold. And then starting to slowly exhale as you lower back down, releasing. And bring it down. Press gently into the hands and lifting the chest into a Cobra. Shoulders drawing away from the ears, gaze toward the top edge of the mat. Finding length through the whole spine and slowly lowering down. And moving into a softer baby Cobra. Flowing with this in your own time with your breath. Tiny lift, keeping length through the back of the neck. Floating the forehead back down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, slowly lowering back down. This next time you might come up a little bit higher, maybe moving into a full Cobra and finding length here through the whole back body. Opening the heart, soft gaze over the left shoulder. And back through center. And then gazing softly over the right shoulder. And back through center. And then as you exhale, starting to press into the palms and sitting back towards the heels, finding length through the arms. Forehead comes down toward the mat. Deep breaths here in puppy pose. You might tuck the toes or have the toes untucked. Finding some super long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth. Now taking the time to slowly roll the spine, engaging the core as you start to draw the pelvis toward the heels. Super slowly and begin to roll the spine up to kneeling, letting the head be the last to arrive. Seeing if you can slow this down, almost into a slow motion, feeling into every vertebra of the spine as the spine stacks, finding length all the way out the top of the head, rolling the shoulders up and releasing the shoulders down at the top. And let's find a second side of our leg series. Hips are stacked and core is softly engaged, lifting up out of the side waist. You've got your elbow in line with the shoulder and you are lifting and lowering the top leg with control. Really feeling into the movement, the outer hip, the glute. And finding one more, and then slowly coming down to bring the head into the hand. Finding that connection again of the core, lifting up out of the side waist, and we are starting to lift that top leg again, toes pointing down, and really feeling into all the muscles through the thigh, the outer hip, the glute, even into the inner thighs here. Breathing, find your breath. Slow and controlled. Next time the leg comes up, finding a press out through the heel. Toes slightly turned out and the leg is about hip height. And keep it going, pressing it away and drawing it back in. Keeping lifted out of the shoulder, out of the sideways, not collapsing down. Core is engaged, press it away and draw it back in. Last one here, and lowering the leg all the way back down and rolling over onto your belly. Coming to a half frog, bending one knee in as the other leg extends. Forehead can rest on the forearms or wherever feels comfortable. Allowing the breath to soften. Noticing the gentle opening through the hip. Both hips are pointing down to the mat. Letting everything go. If you feel ready, taking your time to switch sides. Slowly moving into a final rest, extending both legs long. Arms resting wherever feels comfortable. Let the head fall softly to one side. Allow the body to settle. Taking any final adjustments. Start to relax down, breath returning to its natural rhythm, letting everything go. Whole body becomes heavy. Stay here as long as you need.